Welcome back to a rainy day at the Kraus house and garden. Today we're starting something new, looking ahead to our future home while revisiting the spaces we've already transformed in this house. To keep it simple, we'll focus on one room per video, beginning right at the front door, the foyer. Looking back at the old entryway, it was small, 80 by 48, and not much there other than a cramped closet and a cramped entrance. This is how we made it better. Step 1, demolition, removing that tiny coat closet and opening up the space to make it feel larger, even if it is small. Next was to remove the floor and make an even transition into the living room. And oh, look at Sweetie, leading the way as he always does. We took the flooring down to the subfloor and rebuilt it up to where it transitioned evenly to the living room. Next came the ceiling, and we wanted to add a special feature. A piece of birch ply to add visual interest to the small entry. One year and 3 months after we started, we had a simple, functional foyer complete with a bench to set and hooks for coats. Speaking of home challenges, this weekend's rain gave us another reminder. Another reminder of how important thoughtful design matters. Not just how the house looks, but how it performs. But for now, let's get our hands in a little bit of dirt and talk about that new foyer design. It's not time to get our hands in the dirt in the garden just yet, but it's time to get our hands in some dirt.
Yep.
And give
some dirt.
And give our blooming, beautiful plant here a new home. One day we're going to learn camera angle. So as we transplant our pretty here into a new home, what are your thoughts about the foyer for the new house? What would you like for it to be functional?
I cannot think about the foyer when I'm planting a plant.
Well, I'm trying to keep from doing so many voiceovers. So I thought it would be nice to talk about the foyer and what we think about it up in the new home.
Well, you already said what's important is space.
We need a little bit more space, and we definitely need some fixed benches because we would like for it to be a shoe-free home. So in other words, it's peeing on you.
The question is, how are we going to get it out without destroying the plant?
That's a good question.
So you need to use gravity for assistance. That means you need to let it go down where you are.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's not going to come out.
Okay. We don't need to lose the
So
balloon.
see, as it comes out, grab the bottom. Grab the bottom. There you go.
So.
And let it go back. Go in that part.
I can't tilt it that way. You're going to have to. There, because I wanted to hold up that. I didn't want, they break off really easy, these guys. So, okay. I don't think the GoPro is even in the picture. So, as we talk about function of the house, we hope to have some fixed benches and places for people to remove shoes before coming in the house. So we have lots of space for people not to be cramped coming into the house, to welcome into the house and have a nice experience coming into the house to hang up their coats or jackets and remove their shoes before coming into the main part of the home. What else will you say about that? Oops.
To break?
No, I'm shocked. So what are your thoughts of the function of the foyer?
It needs to be foyering.
Well, the one thing, and this isn't specifically the foyer, but the front porch, which we don't have with this house, is we definitely want a shelter so people are not standing out in the elements trying to get into the front door.
Yes, but that's why we have a covered porch there.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the foyer, but... So I guess the big thing is just which way the door swings. Does it swing, how it swings, where the benches could be, where people could have not just one but two benches to be able to come into and sit down. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I hope I'm not overthinking the foyer, but to me that's the first place people come when they see the home, and I just would love it to have this very warm and inviting space that is easy to transition from the outside into the inside and set the stage for just a wonderful experience in the Kraus house. What about you, sir?
I really don't think that much about the foyer.
I'm just thinking about it when we come into different foyers or different homes, and how sometimes it's very...
Yes. Having enough space to get your stuff off is definitely important.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cleaning up the new spot for the new home. Edwin has set up this great irrigation system. We still got to fine tune it, but it has this cool...
Well, this is part of the fine tuning to...
Yes, never mind some of the mess that needs cleaned up. But it has a solar panel and a pump, and we need to work on the design feature of the bucket there. But the function is set up. Now, these two rosemary guys, they'll head back outside soon. Don't look up the ones that will be part of compost that didn't do too well. And yeah, we're just trying to have a little bit of a somewhat living, we won't call it a living wall, but a living top of a cabinet. What would we call that?
I don't know.
A little bit of
An urban forest.
Yeah. And then our newest addition is Henry here. We've named him Henry. So he's ready to go. But we are trying to get some more greenery inside the house now that we have a system set up where it can take care of watering these guys when we're not at home. And let's see how... I don't know how that was hanging with the bloom.
Well, it was
definitely reaching toward the sun.
The question is positioning it without breaking it. That's all.
Yeah, I think you're doing good.
Not that one.
That one. Well, better that one. Well, put it in water and we'll have another plant maybe. But I think that pot looks so much better, guys. But what do you think? Not too shabby, hey? For a little bit of a gray day here in Michigan. But no, this window here, let me go this way. This window here gives us so much light. But it's definitely the season for spring cleaning and getting that window cleaned off too. But these plants just love all this light right here. So our future foyer will definitely be a bit larger than what we have now. And some inspirational photos we have. Not sure if it works, as we like to bring in some wood and some benches. And we're thinking maybe between the mudroom and the entryway, we might be able to have that as a slanted wall. But we couldn't put a bench there because of how the door opens. So all of this is really new to us, but I like sharing a few snapshots of what's inspiring us along the way and share it with everybody. Hey, this is proof that we do not have stuffed filled peppers every time we cook.
Nope. We got nothing today.
We got nothing. That's because the fish, the blackened with blackened seasoning tilapia is there.
And mixed up by hers truly.
Me, roasted
the Mrs.
potatoes and
the Mrs. Chef.
Yeah. Slaw done by Chef Kraus.
The kraut of the house.
The kraut of the house has mixed up the kraut. So. Man, sweetie, that is smelling good. Really good.
Good.
Yeah.
I think it does too. It's a bit on the spicy side.
It's called blackened for a reason. And I don't know about anybody else out there, but we use, this is probably our third little Breville toaster oven. We use this thing more than we use the big oven. And so we always put our plates up here to keep them warm while the food's getting ready. It's just the best thing. We love it.
Yep. That is correct.
All right. Now look at those sizzling taters. They are sizzling. All right.
They're all landing.
Okay.
Ready to land on plate.
Yep. So how does it look, guys?
It was really good.
Definitely yum yum.
Mm-hmm.
Yum
Very
yum.
good.
Mike thinks so too. They agree. Okay, guys. 24. Oh yeah. I swear, I break another one of these. I've broken like, how many people broken these things? They're not very good. Yeah. Okay, what I was trying to say is it's 24 hours after the waterfront property, and it is all pretty much just itty bitty places completely dried out. Now the grass is still soggy, but it's windy because you're looking at the yard art. Check it out. It is definitely has been spinning today. So, but yeah, we're dried out. It was a pretty day. Actually, I felt like it was too warm for March, but I'll take it because we've got colder weather coming in. But I just wanted to show you we're all dry, mostly dry.